The African savanna stretched endlessly under the golden hues of the setting sun. A dry wind swept across the tall grass, carrying the distant calls of hyenas and the deep rumbling growls of lions. It was just another evening for safari guides Daniel and Amina as they navigated the dusty trails of the Serengeti in their rugged jeep. But then, something caught Amina's sharp eyes. A small crumpled bundle near a termite mound. It shifted slightly in the wind. "Stop the jeep," she cried. Daniel slammed on the brakes, sending a cloud of dust into the air. They jumped out and ran toward the bundle, their hearts pounding. As they got closer, Amina gasped. Wrapped in torn, dirty cloth was a baby, no older than a few months. His tiny chest rose and fell in weak, uneven breaths. His fragile skin was swollen with bee stings, and parasites crawled along his arms and legs. A faint, pitiful whimper escaped his chapped lips. Daniel's stomach twisted. "Oh my God. He's still alive." Amina acted fast. She shrugged off her jacket and gently wrapped the baby, shielding him from the relentless bees still hovering above. Daniel swatted them away, wincing as a few stung his arms. The baby stirred slightly in Amina's arms, but his eyes barely fluttered open. His body was burning with fever, and his tiny fingers twitched weakly. "We need to get him to help. Now," Daniel said, his voice thick with urgency. They sprinted back to the jeep, and Daniel floored the gas pedal, sending the vehicle speeding down the rugged dirt path. Amina cradled the baby tightly, whispering soothing words in Swahili, hoping her voice would keep him hanging on. "Stay with me, little one. You're safe now," she murmured, brushing sweat and dust from his fragile face. The radio crackled as Daniel called ahead to the nearest ranger station. "Emergency. We have a baby, found in the wild, severe dehydration, bee stings, possible infection. We need medical assistance ASAP." The reply was immediate. "Copy that. We'll be ready." The jeep roared through the savannah, weaving between acacia trees and startled herds of gazelles. The baby remained limp in Amina's arms, his breath shallow but steady. After what felt like an eternity, the ranger station came into view. A group of medics rushed forward as the jeep skidded to a stop. Amina carefully handed over the baby, her hands trembling. The lead medic pressed 2 fingers to the baby's tiny wrist, checking his pulse. "He's in bad shape, but we'll do everything we can." For the next few days, the mystery deepened. No missing child reports had been filed. No villagers had come searching for a lost baby. Then, just as hope of finding his family began to fade, a woman arrived at the station. She was disheveled, her face streaked with tears. "My baby," she whispered in a broken voice. "Where is my baby?" The medics led her inside. The moment she saw him, clean, wrapped in a fresh blanket, sleeping peacefully, she collapsed to her knees, sobbing. "Jabari," she cried, clutching him to her chest. "My sweet boy." Through gasping breaths, she told her story. Her village had been raided by poachers. In the chaos, she had been separated from her infant, unable to return due to the danger. For days, she had searched, hoping, praying, until she heard the news of a rescued baby. Amina and Daniel stood in silence, their eyes glassy with emotion. Against all odds, against the cruelty of nature and the dangers of the wild, this tiny soul had survived. And as the sun set over the Serengeti, painting the sky in fiery shades of orange and pink, they knew they had witnessed something truly miraculous.